suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my juice up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Colt defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Jets at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Washington. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. He's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Off play action, Washington. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10-9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Washington. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Jets. T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And shutting him off, now open field. Jonathan Taylor racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. You look at this Colt defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
That's good for a Jets.
Throwing on 1st down, Washington. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Throwing to start the drive. Washington eluding the pen. A big loss here as he's taken down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 38. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Off play action, Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down.
They go play action with Richardson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Richardson going to move him around. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Gay's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Washington completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They mark him down at the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. In motion right, that's Wilson. On 1st and 10, Washington. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A final shot before the half. Richardson airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Colts 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. 104 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Ball on the 39. Here's the second down and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the shotgun, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run this one right with Robinson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. for 22 and a first down.
That's good for a Jets.
Off the play fake. Washington. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. T. Higgins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Richardson to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Richardson now on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Operating from the gun, Washington. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Colts 10-yard line.
And to the left side here, Wilson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Washington flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Second down, here's Richardson. And this one complete to Doolin. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bijan Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, They drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles